check up on if Bank of America and Chase are still on a foreclosure freeze?
Well, apparently, David, they've lifted most of the foreclosure freezes, particularly in the non-judicial states like California, Arizona, and Nevada. What do you think that's going to do to our lending and selling of homes into the future here?
Well, I think, as we've discussed, a lot of investors are coming in trying to buy properties. And it did seem to reduce supply of foreclosed homes for a while, but we expect to see more homes coming on the market in the future, even going into the holidays. I think even the federal administration is getting tired of foreclosure moratoriums and they just want to get through this. I mean, you read something on that too, didn't you?
Yeah, I sure did. I had read that the Obama administration was not supportive of the foreclosure moratorium. And one of the continuing effects of this is that a lot of people who can't afford to pay their mortgage don't want to pay their mortgage now because they think that they will not be foreclosed on, or that they can get a better interest rate, or maybe sell their home short. What do you think about that?
I've been talking to a lot of people that would otherwise probably making their house payments, but thinking, well, why would I make my house payment when my neighbor's not? But I still don't think we're going to see a situation where the market gets flooded with foreclosures again like it did a couple of years ago. I think we're probably going to see consistent inventory like we've seen. And I don't think interest rates are going to go up any higher either. It seems like a phenomenal time to buy a home, especially if you don't own a home.
Well, and that's a good point, because I just bought a home 2 months ago, and I got a very good rate, well under 5%. I was just talking to a friend the other day who got a 4.3 interest rate on a new mortgage. That's even far greater than the rate I received 2 months ago.
I don't think I've seen anybody get a mortgage over 5% in quite a while, and that's probably going to remain the same. So yeah, I mean, coming up, there seems to be not a lot of inventory, but there seem to be things to buy, low interest rates. It's a great climate to buy a home.
Well, and the reality of it is that prices are way down, so you get a good value on a home.
Yeah.
Even if prices continue to wane at some point, you get a good value on a home. As long as you can pay the payment and you got a good interest rate, there would be no reason for an owner-user to purchase.
Yeah, and it does seem that they've really worked out the bugs of how to release inventory, so it doesn't seem like there's going to be so many bank-owned homes flooding the market that the prices go down significantly anyway.
Right, and but if you were out there buying today, would you look at bank-owned properties and short sales as a viable option for purchase?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, from what I've seen, a lot of the so-called equity sellers don't really seem to be serious about selling. We've had a couple deals recently where you send them an offer and they won't budge up their price. Their price is high, and they say, well, we don't have to sell. Where the bank-owned, the short sale people, they got to sell.
Well, and the bank-owned properties, those homeowners, so to speak, they don't want to own real estate. They want to sell.
No, and the same with the short sale people.
Yeah.
They want out.
They don't want to owe $700,000 on their $500,000 home anymore.
Yeah, and there are also some good opportunities for some of these investors to come and they buy properties at auction, and they buy something that maybe you couldn't get a loan on. They fix them up, they make them real nice, and they still price them aggressively, and they're ready for financing for VA, FHA. That's a great opportunity for some folks.
They do seem to be suiting a particular type of part of the market, and they are making some money off their purchases.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess one person's loss is another person's gain.
That's right.
Yeah.